some very good reviews of X-Men 3, and Ain't It Cool News website, Valverde reviews it as underwhelming, saying that it's the dialogue's hammy and it feels forced, and it's pretty naff. So, anybody worried about this?
I got 3 points on this. Number one, you're talking about characters and a great cast. There is a fantastic cast in this one, save for one individual. Now, I don't know the guy in person as a real person.
Vinnie fucking Jones!
That's the man. Vinnie Jones.
Oh, no!
My only problem is, he was great in, the whole sort of British filmy thing and all the rest of it, but he's playing a character called Juggernaut, right? And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but he isn't a particularly large guy, so I don't know if anyone's seen the trailers or been to the website. They've got these great animated stills of the characters where they switch around with your mouse over them, but he's got these latex muscles that are huge to make him look huge.
They buffed him up to look pretty darn good for Magneto.
Well, yeah, but then, he still looks ridiculous in a helmet, you know?
Yes,
Kelsey Grammer.
Playing Beast.
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer. He has no muscles either, so I think they just decided to go no muscles.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't look big enough for Beast. I mean, Beast is correct me if I'm wrong, but Beast is supposed to be quite a large guy. You know?
Yeah.
This guy kind of looks like the Hobbit with blue fur.
Go far enough back, he was quite short but wide.
Okay. Well, if you're watching in widescreen, it might work.
Same as Wolverine.
The chances are, if it's successful, you're going to have sequels after it. Yeah. Famke Janssen and James Marsden, Cyclops, and she's a couple of years older than him, and it's starting to show now in the third one. I don't know if you've seen it from the trailer. I don't know.
Well, there's a great thing talking about age gaps. There's a great scene with Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen back in the day when they were friends, like a team.
Yeah.
And they've de-aged these actors. Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, and they look fantastic. It really is brilliant special effects. Well worth seeing. And there's only one other thing I want to bring up on X-Men 3. I saw Jonathan Ross over here in the UK. Ian McKellen said to the talk show host Jonathan Ross, he said, "Was Magneto playing chess? You want to know if they're opening up for a fourth?" And he goes, "Yeah." And Jonathan Ross goes, "Well, I can tell you that they are." And so the audience goes, "Wow!" So they are going to make an X-Men 4. Wow.
Well, that's good to know.
You know something else about this as well. From the fans that I talk to, maybe things have changed, but the other thing that I've always found surprising is that they haven't had Gambit come in any of these, because he seems to be, after Wolverine, the next most popular out of the X-Men group. And, he wasn't in the second one, and he's not in the third one.
Yeah. Well, the official reason why Gambit was not included in the first two movies was because some higher up at the studio level thought that Gambit had the same power as Cyclops.
Okay. You're kidding me.
Okay.
And then they didn't care about all the fancy little details.
Yeah. There's an example of a guy that's never paid attention to the comic books.
Rogue is already quite a lot older in the comics.
Wow.
Well, she's supposed to be graduated from high school. Legal.
Yeah, and he's, I think, because of his energy abilities, he's impervious to her.
Fucking hell, Nightmare on Elm Street, Johnny Depp, he was about 50 when he was in that film, wasn't he?
All right, he is about 47 now, but he looks about 19. TV show premieres, Ryan.
We've got Blink, a series about freezing time for an instant when a life-shattering decision has to be made, and you get to see the results. Persons Unknown features a group of mind-wiped people who awaken in a deserted town and can't escape. I saw this already. It was a Canadian movie called Cube.
Can I say, it sounds like you're reading from a bit of paper there.
Well, rather than effing and blinding him.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Sounds like you're reading there.
No, it doesn't.
It
sounds like he's prepared. That sounds like he's sober.
Yeah, rather than turn up and drink whiskey.
I need to get some more to drink then, because this is going to be like my fifth one tonight.
No,
okay.
What? No, you're doing well, mate. You're doing well.
The Bishop follows a slacker with a special gift who must uncover his secret past. John Doe. An untitled late weeknight show has promise. They want it to be a sketch comedy show satirizing the PBS Science News magazine type show. But it sounds promising, but I don't know if they'll have a material to do something new every night. And more to the point, I don't know if the shitty production values that Sci-Fi Channel has normally used in some of their more recent shows, Madman House, Tripping the Rift, Tremors, Scare Tactics, and Master Blasters, will doom this show before it even starts.
I watched an episode of Carass. It's this original animated video, straight to DVD kind of thing. It got an award at Tokyo International Anime Fair, so I thought I'd check it out. The first episode was very, very pretty. It had this 2D, 3D kind of blend, which was not done annoyingly, strangely enough. It had swirly fishes, fighting robots, priestess girl kind of type, redhead guy with long guns who likes to sleep on top of a speeding train. Basically, everything you want from the anime. And well, I thought it was a mecha from the start, but the fighting robots actually turned out to be like the secret identity of this guy who seems to be in a coma. The story is actually extremely, extremely plain, but it's told in a very disjointed way, which gives it sort of style and substance. And the first episode revolves around investigating the series of gruesome murders committed in the public bathroom by couples.
This sounds great.
It's amazing, and it comes with a little comic book. It's not a manga. They actually put a comic book inside the DVD case, and it's a comic book. It's full color. It's left to right panels, and it's done in such Marvel kind of style, so bland and so simple. Basically, if you're confused by the storyline in the actual episode, the comic book exposition it so painfully. But my destiny is to save Tokyo, that kind of thing. So great, check it out. Well, it's only half of the story so far. The other 3 episodes come out on DVD in September. But,
Mike, animation.
Right, the world of animation has died because my laptop exploded this week, and I am the only great animator of all time.
So, that's it. Thank you very much.